It's okay.
Bar hopping, or whatever it was they were doing.
So it is 7 o'clock. We'll open the public meeting. This meeting of the Board of Appeals is being televised by Chelmsford Telemedia and being hand-recorded for minute-taking purposes. The board is meeting in person and also by Zoom platform for the public and applicants. If you wish to call in, the number is 929-205-6099. Our first public hearing is 65 Hunt Road, Nicholas and Amanda Imlach, for a special permit. Can you hear okay?
Yep.
Must be the crowd. That is
We can
Steve.
look, wait a second, I don't think we've started yet. I don't think we're not on TV.
It seems like the admin account's the one that's on mute.
Yeah,
Are you on mute?
yeah, Brian, your
Hello?
account is muted. It shows no microphone.
No, admin is,
No microphone.
The green's one, right?
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
Now we can hear you.
Okay.
Now we're good.
And
except for we don't have,
we have Steve, and he's the only board member there, and Jose is also online, right?
let me just run down.
I am here, yes, good evening.
Kurt's got us off, up. I don't see the picture of the, TV.
Okay. We'll wait.
This is it, right? This is July 1st.
Agenda for Chelmsford. I think you can go on here though, and get it right.
That's fine. That's like
Meeting calendar. Go to meeting calendar.
When was this
I
meeting
just don't
started?
want that, but no, that's fine.
Calendar, go down here.
For July.
We're on now, and he'll be able to hear us.
I'm just gonna bring this to your attention. I'm not sure it has any effect, but this is the legal notice.
Well, I can still, this is a Zoom option.
You should probably remove it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Steve, can you hear us now?
Steve, are you picking us
Yeah,
up?
I can.
Okay.
So this is the meeting of the Board of Appeals, at 7 o'clock. This meeting is being televised by Chelmsford Telemedia and being hand-recorded for minute-taking purposes. This board is meeting in person and also by Zoom platform for the public and applicants. A call-in number is 929-205-6099. Our first public hearing is 65 Hunt Road, Nicholas and Amanda Imlach, for a special permit under 195-6.1, limited accessory apartment, to build new space for a limited accessory apartment and any other relief that may be deemed necessary. Someone here or on Zoom
Zoom.
with the Imlachs? Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Would you like to talk to us a little about what you have planned? And what we're
Sure
going to do
thing.
is pull up a plan so the participants can see what's going on as well.
You said you'll be pulling it up, or do you want me to share my
Oh, we
screen?
will be, I believe, right?
Yeah,
Perfect.
I should, Kurt, can you pull up my plan on the TV? Or, oh, you know what, it's probably these are on.
We have to turn on the TV.
That's gotta be what it is.
It's understood.
Is this a remote here on the desk? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks.
Got to find the remote. I just heard something.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
And then, just start.
I'm not going to remember.
It will never go away.
You think not? I'm not going to
This is
miss
the new life.
remote.
No. This is it.
And I am concerned for what the future will bring. I don't know. But there'll be mandates that require us to go back to that.
It will never go away. This will always be part of life from now on.
Well, not for this meeting.
I think it will. I think it will be the same. It will always be. an
Kurt, can you
option.
pull up my plan? Do you see it?
Always be an option.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's got me on.
1286-65 permit set.
Oh, I got me a new computer and everything's messed up.
Can I look at that? Are you looking at the, I don't have the, I don't have the.
He can start telling you about his project. I'll get the plans out.
We do have a hard copy here, if you want to start, just telling them a little about what you have planned.
Yes, sir. So, since you have the first page of the hard copy, you'll see 2 awning windows. So that's an already existing structure. We were planning on going off of that to add, it's a give or take about 11-foot breezeway that will be connecting our part with the back part for my parents. To the left side of that, you'll see a 2-car garage. Up above is just going to be used for storage. There's going to be a set of stairs going up. It's just going to have, holiday decorations and stuff up there. Aside from that, back part, you're looking at, sorry, I'm going off of memory. There's going to be a small office / kind of like a reading room closer to the, oh, there you go.
Excellent.
As you're scrolling down, if you wouldn't mind going down one more page or a couple more pages. Sorry. That'll work. So the room closest to the garage is going to be just a small little office / reading room. Bathroom's going to be in the middle. The room farthest out back is going to be their bedroom. On the left-hand side, you'll see combo kitchen up closer to the breezeway / garage. And the further back you go, that's going to be just a small little living room and seating area. They will have inside the common space, you'll see hot water heater, or that little room right there. There's going to be a hot water heater and a washer and dryer. And then there's just going to be a small patio out back.
And the unit is under the 750 square feet? I realize there's some
Yeah.
common area, that's not a problem.
Yes, sir. So we actually had the architect. We submitted it with the plan. He sent us an email stating that minus all of the reliefs, so the common areas and the closets, we are at 748.
Excellent. Are there any questions of the board regarding this application at this time?
I don't see it on the plan. What are the setbacks? Is it setbacks?
Oh, he's completely fine on that. It's just new structure.
Should be page 2, sir.
Okay.
Actually, we should have a plot plan, right?
Yeah.
There was one.
Yep, right there.
Can we spin it?
Oh, okay.
Ooh, wrong
Is
way.
it 609 feet? That can't be.
That's a bit of a...
That can't be 609 feet. What is that? Oh,
I don't think there's 650
9 feet.
feet there. Maybe that's 62, and you have 1,500 the other way? I think somebody's got a decimal point in the wrong place.
He's got 77,000 square feet.
Decimal point. Yeah, it's
Got a
like
couple
big weight.
acres.
Could have been a decimal point issue. If need be, I can always talk to him and have that
The
rectified.
25-foot side setback is clearly marked. It's not 600 feet there, but that's 25, and then the front
He's
Oh, I
40
see.
foot is clearly marked. So
The
they're
bottom.
well within the setbacks.
There's the 40, there's the 25.
Right, then those
Oh, he's marked it that
numbers are
way.
not correct, though.
Yeah.
I think
No,
he's
see,
a
he
decimal
marked
point
what-
off, honestly.
From the property line.
Because that
to
looks like
40, he
65
marked it,
feet,
what,
where
40 would
25 to
be.
there and plus
So, I don't know.
another.
He's basically
Gotta be-
indicating they're well
That's-
within.
that's
the
probably what that
setback.
is,
He
a
marked where the
decimal point.
setback is
Setbacks are,
instead
not
of
where the
the
house
yeah.
would be.
Instead of how
Set-
far it is.
Yeah.
Seeing any further questions? Steve, do you have a few questions or not?
Even if it's 65.
No, I do not.
I have a single letter from police. No, I have Board of Health. I have a couple letters from the town. I'll read into the record.
But it's already not. The front setback.
Regarding 65 Hunt Road, the Board of Health has no comments.
See, this is the front setback of homes. It's already not. They're not even.
And the police have no comments on 65 Hunt Road, and those are the only two letters I have.
Is this stamped?
All I got.
This the only other one I have, which is for 419 Acton.
Oh, sorry.
This time, I'm going to open the questions up to the audience or anyone on Zoom who would like to speak either in favor or opposition to this application. And just before I do that, I do have another letter from the fire department for 65 Hunt Road. Dear members of the board, this office had reviewed the proposed limited accessory apartment to be within the existing home at 65 Hunt Road and finds the following. The entire home shall be upgraded to comply with the latest edition of the Massachusetts State Building Code for smoke, heat, and carbon monoxide detectors. The proponent shall submit plans for renewal to the Fire Prevention Office via the Town of Chelmsford online permitting portal. All smoke, carbon monoxide, and heat detectors required shall be marked on the plans prior to submission for review. This department is concerned that if there's more than one dwelling on a property, then the occupancy should be identifiable from the street. This office will require 2 mailboxes identifying the property as 65 Hunt Road and 65A Hunt Road. The applicant shall make an application for the address to the Chelmsford E911 Committee and its coordinator, Town Clerk Tricia Juez. This department is not interested in official change of address being recorded on the deed. It is only our intent to distinguish this home to emergency responders. This office would approve of this plan with these conditions. I ask the board to make this letter part of their approval process. Respectfully, Dan Kostafos, Captain, Fire Department of Chelmsford. And I think that is the end of my, nope, one more. The building department has no comments regarding this application on 65 Hunt Road.
Hey, Brian, I just had a question. Since we're out of sewer capacity, do we need a letter from the sewer department?
I honestly don't know the answer to that, but Jose is sitting in, and maybe he could give us some direction there.
I'm sorry, what was that question again?
With regards to the sewer moratorium and an in-law apartment, is that a by right issue, or do they need permission to do that?
To be honest, I think that's something that DPW is more to respond to that. I haven't heard anything on their end in regards to these LA apartments, but I will bring it to their attention to see what their take is on this.
Okay, well, not seeing any obstruction at this point, I
Is
think.
there a
Actually, it
separate
was.
sewer hookup?
It's already on sewer.
Right, but is there a separate one?
Well, it wouldn't typically be a separate one.
No,
You could
right,
tie
so
into
it'd
the
be all tied to
existing,
the same one.
but it is a
Yes.
change in capacity. I haven't heard anything
It's one
regarding
bedroom,
it.
so they count it by one bedroom. And what I've been told from Christina Papadopoulos, she looks at it, she says, usually adding a bedroom or so,
Does not.
residential can do that.
Okay.
And we also did reach out to them prior. They didn't voice any concerns when we did reach out to them. And we also reached out to the historic, it's either society or commission, and they didn't have any issue either. We went before them, I want to say 2-3 weeks ago.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't fall into our purview, but it's good to know you had the process there.
Sir?
So I'm going to open this up to questions from the audience or anyone on Zoom who has any questions regarding this application. Seeing none, I'd entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing, Brian.
Motion by Charlie, second by Nancy. All in favor?
Aye.
Voting on this will be myself, Steve, Charlie, Jamie, and Nancy. Okay, so those will be the 5.
Okay.
Well, one question before we start on the voting part of it, Brian.
Yes.
What all do we subtract for the common space? Because the 30 by 30 gives about 900 square feet. We take out closets.
Stairways and bathrooms, I think.
And the breezeway, sir.
In the breezeway, the common area.
Right, but he was talking about the 30 by 30 area. Is there a breezeway in that?
No. Breezeway's separate.
But this is the, here, because this is the, because this isn't new.
I did see a letter from the architect, I believe.
Yeah, there is one in there, I read it.
Yeah, this 30 by 30 is this one. Breezeway's not in, because this would be 8 and 30. Count the breezeway.
We have a letter from the IMLACs.
Yeah, that's what he said.
This is a 3 by 3.
To her point, it is 30 by 30, so I know there was another letter.
Hi, Nick. This is from Bill Nolan, from Bill at Savolian.com, which is the architect that's drawn it. I've rechecked my square footage totals per your request. The total building footprint for the in-law portion of the building is 843 square feet, not including the garage and the breezeway structure. When you subtract the closets, the bedroom closet, the office closet, and entry closet, I get a total of 748 square feet. And did you say, sir, that you were going to be occupying the office? Or is it for the resident, for your,
Oh, it's for my parents, yeah.
Your
My
parents.
mom, she likes to read, she likes to have a bunch of books and
she'll
stuff,
be
so-
using the office space? Okay.
Yes, sir.
But it still comes out to a total of 748 square feet. Do you want to do the math, Steve, or are you comfortable with
No.
his letter?
I'm happy with his math.
Okay. So we are in compliance with that. We don't need to have a second vote on that. Are you happy enough to make a motion? Steve? Oh, would someone like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion.
In here,
Motion by Jamie,
I'll make a motion to approve the 65 Hunt Road for special permit under 195.61 for a limited accessory apartment to include, and all other necessary relief to include letters that have been read in.
Second that.
second by Nancy. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
Steve? It's unanimous?
yep. Good luck with it.
Have fun.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yep.
looks like a nice design. Oh, second one, yeah. I didn't see any plans. I think this was the-
It's West Union.
Yeah.
Here's the plan,
Farmer's
Porch right here.
this, and the application.
There's an existing porch, which I think is that line.
Next one?
Our next hearing is 419 Acton Road, Martha Pulley, for a variance under 195-9 conformity to construct a front porch does not meet the front setback, this being a lot with two fronts and any other relief that may be deemed necessary. And are someone representing the Pulleys here, or Martha Pulley?
No, I don't see him on Zoom.
Are they on Zoom?
Nope.
Do you want to try to reach them by phone, and we'll continue this, see if they can get it tonight, or they could probably just get on Zoom if that works. So could I have a motion to continue this till later in the evening?
I'll make a motion to continue 419 Acton Road, Martha Pulley, to later, second call.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Jamie. All in favor? Aye.
Aye,
We're going to move ahead till 17 McIntosh Road, Robert and Christine White, for a variance under 195-9 conformity to construct an addition, kitchen, and one-car garage that does not meet the side setback and any other relief that may be deemed necessary. I'm going to give this back to you so I don't get confused. Is someone here representing the Whites?
I'm Christine White.
Good evening.
Hi.
And we're going to pull that up on the screen.
Yep.
Okay, we're just gonna hold the 5. Go ahead and make the call. It's fine.
Okay.
I have letters if you want them too.
If you have a paper, we could look at that. That'd be great.
Yeah.
A plot plan.
I got letters from my
Oh,
neighbors
letters are
on
great,
both
yes.
sides and across the street.
Okay, thank you so much. I will read those in.
Do we have a plot plan or anything?
Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with her computer, but she's
Got it.
gonna pull it up.
It's like there's nothing on the,
I should have just paused for a minute. I apologize.
there's nothing in the,
Letter. We got one from engineering and this one.
I don't see anything.
All right, so dial 929-205-6099. Then I should be able to take it from there. Okay, great.
Okay, so we're gonna get your plot plan up now and.
Ooh. There's none there?
Anything on yours that shows?
Usual. At least a double-sided.
Did you guys submit a certified plot plan? Does that sound?
I have the plot plan here, if you guys
Oh,
want
that'd
to
be
look
great if we
at that.
could look at
Yeah.
it anyways.
This is the layout.
We can borrow, we'll share those.
Take a look at that.
Nothing to-
Hello.
Oh, it's actually the space.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Let's give you that.
There's
Meeting
extending-
ID is
extending the
817
kitchen, that's the garage that they're gonna have.
Sending it to the
4260
driveway.
29.
Is it already non-existing,
38.
non-conforming?
I'm gonna give you one more number
you're going
because
for a
there's a
variance.
passcode. I'm not sure if it'll ask you for it.
They'd be 10.6 feet away.
So the passcode is
15 Macintosh.
487
70 feet away, which is a good number.
772.
46 feet, so there's no front issue and then no problem on
They
the other
got
side.
two frontage, because they're a corner lot, is that, no.
That was the last one.
Oh, that was
That was the last one.
Oh, the one that's not,
The
okay.
one that we're not seeing, right, so
Okay.
this is their home.
Oh, I see.
70 feet away from the property line, and they'll be 10 feet away from theirs, where they might be
Correct.
25.
But where are they now?
This is their existing house
Yes.
now, so that would be
Okay, thank you.
34.6 away.
Okay, so they're
now.
not non-conforming. This would make them non-conforming.
Right, they are conforming at this point. I'm gonna just pass this down so everybody can take a peek at it.
So so they're asking for a variance,
They're asking for a variance.
which needs a hardship,
Anybody else want? No?
right? The variance needs the
Right, there has
hardship.
to be a hardship. Hardship is
The square.
tricky because,
It's a corner lot, too.
well, this is 50 in Macintosh, correct?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Martha.
Right.
That's the last one.
See, we just did the same thing.
So Steve, I realize you're not able to see this. What they have
Yeah.
originally, or today, is 34.6 feet away from the property line. The rest of the property with 46 feet to the front of it, 63 feet to the left side, and 124 feet to the rear is fully conforming. They have a very square lot with 150 feet of frontage and 200 feet of side lot on both sides. So it's a rectangle. They're asking for a 24 by 24 addition, which reduces their side setback to 10.6. And they have 70 feet away from the number 15 Macintosh home that's there now. So they would need a variance, not even really close to a special permit, which would be 20 feet. So they're 10 feet short of a special permit.
This is the support letter from the direct neighbor that's being on that side.
Yeah, it's possible I
15.
have those as well.
Colleen, maybe you could just take a picture and send it to Steve, if you have his number.
Do you have Steve's number?
You can text me a picture of it.
Send, or you can scan PDF it too, it might be easier for him.
Oh, God, that's too fancy. I don't know how to do that.
Actually, I can text him this. Steve, I'm going to text you a picture of the plot plan.
Okay, thank you.
And I'll text you a picture of the plan as well. I don't know if you feel that will help, but it can't hurt. You should have those documents. What's required with a variance is a hardship. And a hardship consists of a financial, topographical or lot shape, creating that hardship, that you need to do this because of your unique lot shape, drop-off, or a financial hardship. I'm going to ask you for your hardship. I don't know what to even suggest for one.
I'm kind of confused with what you need by hardship as to why we want to build it there as opposed to someplace else? Or the hardship why we feel we need a garage?
The legal definition of a hardship is based on lot shape, soil conditions,
Topography.
what was it?
Topography.
Topography. I always think there's one
Our
more.
lot shape is strange.
Safety is one more as well.
Safety.
That the house was put in a strange location.
Placement
It's
of the
more
house.
towards the right corner instead of centered. You know, it's more pushed up towards the front. And, you know, I didn't really even understand when I bought the house that there was a whole issue with the 25 feet.
Is the kitchen on that side of the home?
The kitchen's on that side of the home,
That's
because I
why
would have gone the other way.
Well, and the driveway is also existing.
And the driveway is
so,
there.
yeah.
Right.
It's only a one-car
So I guess if you wanted to
garage.
put it on the other
It's
side of the
their
house, they'd have to
extended
essentially
kitchen.
move the driveway.
Well, and I've got an
Right.
addition on the other side of the house, my bedroom. It would be odd.
Yeah.
You know, it actually, if you drive down the street, it looks like it's missing a garage. You know, it looks like there's plenty of area for it. And if you go up the street, anybody walking down the street can look straight into our backyard and us on the deck. Because there used to be a bunch of trees there, but they've all been cut down, so we're literally like eating dinner and waving to everybody walking by because we're just so wide open to everybody, that we have no privacy between us and my neighbor.
That's theirs right there.
And he actually wanted that too,
Right back here.
That's our house there.
yeah.
Okay, well, what I'm going to do is read in the letters.
I'm sorry, because you have the plan. Is there room on the actual other side of the house?
I
to put it
actually
there
did the
if
math
was
on that, and they
even like
would
an option?
have room on the other side for a 24 by 24 garage, but that is not their intent. They're doing a single-stall garage with a kitchen addition. So the kitchen addition would certainly have to go on this side. I think the garage might be a bit of an issue.
But if it were on the other side of the house, it would potentially make the
You have 63
setback.
feet right now, so if you took away 24, I think you'd have 39
Yeah,
feet, which would be
funny, right?
room, yeah. I'll pass it down. You can take it with you.
Let me just get that paper.
Really note that.
And on the other side, there's kind of a hill and ledge over there, so,
Am I on the right side of the street?
It's not topography, but like the house, placement of the house.
huh?
Yeah, I'm going to do this.
Okay, I'm going to read some letters from the town in, just to have them in the record. For 17 McIntosh Road, the Board of Health has no comments. On 17 McIntosh Road, Engineering has notes. Erosion control devices must retain the sediment on site. These must be installed prior to any work or demolition. 17 McIntosh Road, the Center Water District has no concerns. The fire department has given us a letter for 17 McIntosh Road. In addition, dear members of the board, this office has reviewed the proposal for an addition at 17 McIntosh Road, finds the following. The entire home, existing and new construction, shall be equipped with life safety systems as required by 780 CMR 51, standard for new construction at the time of application for a building permit. The home shall have hardwired, interconnected smoke, carbon monoxide, and heat detectors in all required locations. The applicant shall upload a plan showing all life safety devices to their building permit application. This office would approve of this addition with these conditions, and I ask that the board make this letter part of their approval process. Respectfully submitted, Dan Kostufis, Captain, Chelmsford Fire Department. The letter from the Building Department, to see attached letter. The addition does not meet the right side setbacks. Dear Mr. and Mrs. White, thank you for inquiring about the setbacks of the proposed 24 by 24 addition to your home. As per our records, your house is located in RB district, built in 1962. In such district as established in the year 1962 and forward, the established setbacks required as followed. Frontage 40 feet, side 25 feet, rear 30 feet. As per your Board of Appeals certified plot plan, the proposed addition would be 10.6 feet from the lot line on the right-hand side of butters, to which you would not meet the minimum right side setback of 25 feet requirement by the town's bylaws, table of dimension requirements, 195, attachment 2. It is here my interpretation that town's bylaws, as per 195.8, non-conforming uses and structures, and as per the information you have provided for your proposed addition, that you would need a variance by the Board of Appeals to proceed with your project, and you do not meet the 25-foot side setback requirement. At this time, no building permit will be issued until a determination from the Board of Appeal members is reached in your favor. Please do not hesitate to reach out should you have further questions, comments, and/or concerns I can assist you with. You have the right to appeal my decision and/or interpretation within 30 days of receiving this letter. Thank you, respectfully, Jose W. Negron, Building Commissioner. And I have a letter from the Board of Health, 17 McIntosh Road, with no comments. That is the extent of those letters. I do have 2 letters that I'll read in that you had given me. We are the homeowners of 15 McIntosh Road, which would be the, if you would, affected home. We have seen the plans for the garage addition at 17 McIntosh Road. We are okay with where the layout falls on the lot. If you have questions or concern, please do not hesitate to reach out. Krista Rabbit and Nate Rabbit. This is from Leanne and Adam Butland, 18 McIntosh Road. Dear Mr. Reedy, we live directly across the street from Robert and Christine White. They have made us aware of their plans to construct an addition, kitchen, and garage at 17 McIntosh Road. We are in full support of these plans and have no concerns with the variance requested. Then I have a letter from John LaFavor and Rena LaFavor. We, John and Rena LaFavor, abutters to Robert and Christine White of 17 McIntosh Road, do not have any objections to the construction of an addition, kitchen, and one-car garage on their property. And they are residents at 19 McIntosh Road. And that is my letters. These are a very good idea. But it's nice to know that people
Good idea.
don't always get involved, but to go to them and explain what you're doing and
Yeah.
say, this is what we'd like to do, and know you have your neighbor's support. It's important to me, and I think
Yeah.
the board.
We have good neighbors. We've lived there 30 years, and we don't want to move.
I understand.
But we're outgrowing our house, and frankly, our driveway looks like a parking lot with my kids home from college now, and we were hoping to do a 2-car. Learned, we learned of the setback while we were going through the plans, because I was not aware of it.
Yep.
And we tweaked it and made it smaller so that we could at least get the one-car garage.
Right.
I wasn't aware of it because my neighbor across the street is like right on the property line. He had gotten a variance, so I never knew there was such a thing, and that garage has been there since I've been there.
Yep.
You know, so it was built before. So I just didn't understand that there was a 25 feet.
But we're going about it the right way, so there's no issues with it. We'll take this up. Are there any questions from the board regarding this application?
Well, I just want to ask a real crazy one. Is there any way you could make the addition like 9.4 feet narrower? Could you make it 9.4 feet narrower, so it'd just be a special permit rather than a variance?
So cut it off by 9 feet?
Yeah.
But the only thing to do that would be pretty much, we're only looking to go out 8 feet to do the kitchen area. But the whole point of that is to change the door, because my door comes onto the side. If I do that, I'd have to go through the garage to get into the house, and,
Pay the bill.
you know,
Yeah.
that's, you know, where would my door to go to my house be? You know, and so we're not doing a lot with the kitchen. We're only trying to add
An
door
entryway to the front of
so
the
we can
home.
go in, you know, and, you know, I mean,
Trying to open up the kitchen.
a little bit, but we still need to have that door access to get in, and to have it right off my house, I think, I mean, I know you want the aesthetic of the neighborhood. We don't want to build anything that's going to be ugly in the neighborhood, and frankly, I think that would look weird. You know, and again, and the neighbor across the street is not the only one. There's another neighbor that house is like right on the line. So
Yeah, no, I
and
mean,
either of them look weird.
We're not debating whether they have or had a variance or permission to do it.
Yeah.
It's your house that we have to look at, and it's hard to go that far off. I mean, with a special permit, you're allowed 20%, and that does not require a hardship. But once you enter a variance, there's a hardship to be determined. And if you had a really funny shaped lot, and in some cases, corner lots are considered for a variance because you really have two sets of frontages, and it's somewhat unfair that on the side, you would now are required to have 40 feet instead of 25.
Yeah. If it was more centered, I'd be all set. But my neighbor next to us has got a big ledge mountain. So I wonder
That
if
would
that's
be,
where they pushed them over, you know,
that
so
would be
he doesn't
topographical,
have
I
much
think, in nature,
on that,
so
and he has more on this, and then we didn't get much on that, and they put us more on the other side.
So do you have ledge on the other side of, is there?
The other side of
bottom?
his is a huge ledge. It's a
But
big,
do you know if there's
Oh, so
ledge?
his is pushed closer to
Do
your
we
lot
have
and yours
ledge?
is
Yes,
pushed.
we do.
he doesn't have much
Okay.
side on
Put
that.
an addition on the other side of the house.
Yeah.
And when we did that, we had to hire a guy to drill out the ledge just to put the
Oh, so there you go.
addition in.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
there's
a,
ledge on the opposite side of the house.
so they couldn't
yeah.
put it on the left side of the house because of topography, which might be
Right.
your,
And part of the
Yeah.
topography is the house is not centered.
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess the whole area was
They
called
can't put-
Rocky
If there's
Ledge.
ledge over here, they can't,
Yeah.
well, I guess
So the
without,
builder hit it.
without dropping.
Which again, we didn't know when we bought.
And honestly,
Like
it's
rock,
impossible to
right?
go back and say, why did they put the house as close to that side as possible? Very likely, they dug around till they
Yeah.
found a place
Yeah.
Exactly.
the house would fit. Then they said, we don't have to move the ledge if we just put the house over here.
There's some reason they did it a weird,
But if you
Spot.
look and see that addition that we did put on there, we had to have a guy come in and actually pay him to drill out the
Yeah.
ledge to put the addition
and then
in.
we didn't even go down as far as we wanted to because
Didn't get a full basement, you put a
it was just,
4-foot.
we went down as far as we could, and so we have a step up there. But
Good. All right, I think I'm going to open this up to questions from the audience, on Zoom, I suspect. Anyone like to speak? We have anyone even in?
Nope,
Nope. All right, I think I'm going to open this up to questions from the audience.
that's, she called in, she can't meet that, sorry.
Okay. That was the other one?
That's, yeah,
Okay, so seeing that we have no questions or concerns, I have a motion to close the public hearing
Make a motion to close the public hearing.
by Nancy. Second?
Second.
Amy? All in favor? Aye. think we can take this up. I think we've stumbled across a hardship, which is pleased. I see that we have the support of 15 would be the, if you say affected butter, and the 19 and 18 also are in favor of it. Well, that's very good news to me, and I think we can support the ledge and topographical reason for a hardship. I would leave it to one of you to have any comment or a motion if you think that's practical.
Brian?
I agree.
I will not vote on this because I haven't seen the plans. I never got the images, so
We can have one of these people,
That's fine, right?
have them.
I'll let someone in person vote on this as they're better able to
Okay.
do so.
And that would be Evan. Okay. So it'd be me, Charlie, Jamie, Nancy, and Erin voting. And we have closed the public hearing.
I agree with what you said.
you just push send, right?
I did.
Did you what?
The second you said you didn't
Now he's
get
got
them,
it.
I hit send, so.
Well, now we know why.
You can look at those and we can certainly reinstate you in the voting process if you have any thoughts.
No,
on it.
I'm good. You guys carry on.
Yep, you gotta hit send, that's a rule. Technology is not my strong point.
That's why you're in person?
Yeah.
Not on Zoom.
I'm a big fan of in-person. Charlie was right, it's much better. So do we have anyone that would like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve 17 McIntosh Road variance under 195-9, conformity to construct an addition, a kitchen, and one-car garage that does not meet the side setback and any other relief that may be deemed necessary, incorporating the letters that have been read.
Can you name the hardship?
Oh, and the hardship being topography.
Topography. Thank you.
Do we have a second?
Jamie will second.
Jamie? All in favor? Aye. Good luck with it.
Thank you very much.
I think it's
Hopefully you don't
a
hit
good
ledge.
thing. We just,
Yeah. I know, that ledge
We
thing
will.
really didn't like prior to
That's
this.
what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll hit it.
with a garage, at
Thank
least
you
you
very
can
much.
pin to it if you do find some, so,
Yeah.
depending on the depth, of course.
I mean, we've got, our grass will have a big rock and ledge in it. There's ledge all over the
And it is
place.
a garage, so do you, I
Won't have to
don't
go down
know,
as
but do
much.
you have to go down as deep with the
You have to
foundation?
go down 4 feet, but if you do find ledge, you can pin to it.
Yeah.
There's a point where the building inspector would make that determination, but I think, and if you gotta, get the rock splitter in there again,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm glad we continue this conversation.
Yay.
I really didn't have, we need a reason, and it's very important we stick with that, because it just, each one is decided individually, but you want to have a solid precedent behind
Yeah.
you to say that we're not just handing them out.
No,
Like you said, my neighbor has one close to the lot line, it's all, and we don't even know what close means, to you as opposed to looking at a certified plan and so on.
Yeah. I mean, for everybody's protection. Nobody wants anybody to willy-nilly do what they want, so.
Yeah, you just try to do
It's
it so
good.
everybody can be happy with it, and your letters were very helpful in knowing that your neighbors are accepting
Are on
of
board.
it,
Yeah, the one next to us, I think, wants it. He keeps asking us, "Are you going to do it?" Because it'll give us privacy from each other.
Yeah.
Because he
Just
likes
set
you,
up a
but he
private
doesn't want to
screen on
watch you
its
eat
own.
dinner every night.
Sort of like that.
Yeah, so he's like, "Are you doing it yet? You're doing it yet?" Yeah, we're working on
We're
it.
older, he's kinda younger, bringing up new
Yeah.
kids, so it's kinda,
Time to separate.
Good luck with it.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
Happy ending.
Did we get the other person? Or did we, oh,
She is on the phone.
Okay.
There's a really horrible echo going on. I happened for the majority of the last.
It's,
I'm wondering if it's the,
Someone's meeting?
It's the phone in.
yeah, you can see, I forgot this is a touch. See the phone?
Caller.
Okay.
So she's-
Maybe we can attend that.
Yeah, every time we talk, it
Background,
lights up.
caller is the person.
It's the caller, I think,
You
Steve.
shouldn't-
Yeah.
Can we mute them? Is that working?
And there's
No,
no way for us
because
to
then-
mute her.
There's no way to mute a phone,
She has to talk now, right?
but she can start talking.
So now we're going to take up 419 Acton Road, Martha Pulley, for a variance under 195-9 conformity to construct a front porch that does not meet the front setback, this being a lot with two fronts, and any other relief that may be deemed necessary. Good evening, is this Martha?
Yes, it is.
Hi, Martha. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about what you'd like to do? We're going to pull up the plan on the screen.
Okay. What I'm hoping to do, there's a porch that exists there already, but it is very narrow. It's more like just a hallway than anywhere that's comfortable to sit. So my contractor has a plan to extend it out, I think, 3.5 feet. And that'll just give more opportunity to put some chairs out there and be able to sit out there and enjoy the nice weather. Especially when it's raining, it's nice to be out there and not have to worry
It'll
about
be
the
a
rain.
covered porch,
It is a covered porch, yes.
and it's going from maybe 3 or 3.5 feet to 7 feet.
I think he said, yes, something like that.
Yeah, I think there's already a porch there.
Yeah, there's a porch there, right? So that's right.
So I think this is what they're gonna add.
So do we have the setbacks, is it a non-conforming?
It's a tiny lot.
Pre-existing?
Here's the
I bet.
plot- here's the
Oh, yeah,
plot.
look at the,
Westview's on Hart
I
Pond,
think you see that.
so she's really tight. Hart Pond, those are tiny lots.
so right now, on the left side, we have 4.2 feet from the lot line, making it a pre-existing non-conforming, and you're not increasing that non-conformity at all.
Right.
Is,
Actually, 1 inch less,
0.1. I think it's 0.1.
1/10 less.
Yeah.
And the 7 feet takes you 26.2 feet from Acton Road, which would have been non-conforming before, and it looks like we're increasing the non-conformity by 4 feet. And also
Okay.
on Westview Ave, it would be, no, that wouldn't increase the non-conformity on Westview, just on Acton Road, which is already non-conforming. Steve, can you see this? And I think you can click on the
Yes.
agenda.
Yeah, I'm looking at it on the web.
Okay, great.
Good.
There's the letter from the building inspector there. I'm going to read in the letters from everyone. I'll start with the building inspector's denial letter. Dear Sir, Madam, as per your proposed plot plan, the proposed front porch construction does not meet the front setback requirement. This home was built in 1972 and stands in an RB district. The setbacks applicable at this time, per table of dimensional requirements, 195, attachment 2, of 40 foot of frontage. You have 26.2 proposed frontage, do not meet the setbacks, therefore no building permit will be issued by the building department unless you can obtain frontage setback relief from the zoning board of appeals. Please do not hesitate to reach out if you have further questions or concerns I can assist you with. You have the right to appeal my decision and/or interpretation within 30 days of receiving this letter. Thank you, Jose W. Negron, Building Commissioner. I might as well read the rest of the letters. Center Water District has no concerns for 419 Acton Road. The Police Department has no comments, 419 Acton Road. The Fire Department, this office was asked to review the proposal for a new porch at 419 Acton Road. This office has no concerns about this project. The Fire Prevention Office would approve this application, ask that the board make this letter part of their approval and review process. The Board of Health has no comments,
Another fire, don't worry.
and another fire, just in case. And engineering has notes, erosion control devices must retain the sediment on site. These must be installed prior to any work or demolition. That is the end of my letters. the board have any questions of the applicant? Seeing none, I'll open this up to anyone in the audience. Like speak in favor or opposition to this application? Seeing none? I think if the board has no questions of the applicant, I would look to close the public hearing and we take this up. Someone like to make that motion?
Make a motion to close the public hearing.
Motion by Nancy,
I'll second.
second by Jamie. All in favor?
Steve? Steve's there.
That seems like a very minor modification to a pre-existing non-conforming lot.
Can I ask a question? Why
Yeah.
is there variance and not a special permit? Because it's
Exactly the
setbacks?
reason I read Jose's letter, and he said it required a variance. I think it's because it's increasing the non-conformity.
Oh, okay.
It is a
And
non-conforming
it's
lot.
setbacks and not area or whatever, so it's,
It's not lot area.
yeah.
Supposed to be 40 feet, right? Supposed to be 40. Right.
What is the required setback? Was it 40?
40. But it's a pre-existing
Oh, because it's,
non-conforming,
is it because it's a corner?
and it's only increasing the non-conformity by
Inches.
3 feet, or 4 feet, I'm sorry, 4 feet. Wouldn't that just be 10% of the required 40?
Does it just have to do with it being the corner lot, having the two fronts? Is that it?
It's about how much it's increasing.
The home was constructed 4 feet away from the lot line
Yeah.
on the road side, so it's gotta be very close to the road's
Did you see this,
property
though?
line.
Yeah, did you see this? It's got a right-of-way there.
So the road is like a 50-foot road, but Westview Ave has quite a bit of distance. Oh, I know this house, okay. Yeah, there's a driveway that goes in there, too.
Oh, so it's not just the road isn't the setback, the right of way
The
there
road
is.
must be a 50-foot road, but does not take up 50 feet at all. Or is that just is there actually
This
a
is the,
road?
this is the
Oh,
rail
there's a
trail,
road there.
and this
To the
is,
rear of the property is a rail trail.
yes.
Now, does Westview have a paper road?
No.
No, but it's in that, let me turn off the,
That's the driveway going out to it.
yeah. And there's a huge wetland behind her. Those are the buffer zones.
And that may be why it was approved so far.
So far to the left of the lot.
So far to the
yeah.
left was to accommodate the conservation requirements.
That's what the pink is, right?
That's aquifer.
Yeah.
The hatched marks
Pink is the
are
aquifer
the
district, and
100-foot
the
buffer.
green is the buffer zone, right?
Green
The
hash
yellow
reservation.
hashed mark, this is river front.
So they're in, the entire site is in the buffer zone.
Yeah, but it looks like it's, yeah, yeah.
Maybe they're trying to keep it out of the aquifer. Is there a well there? There's no wells down there.
Aquifers are really big. It all depends if it's a aquifer 1 or 2.
Well, then I guess that's your hardship for a variance, but is that right? So it should be a variance then, right?
It's a zone 2, so it's not that important.
I don't want to speak for Jose, of course, but I'm thinking he's thinking the regular setbacks, and it's variance for the regular setback, so he considers this a variance.
Well, he's
Because it's
here,
supposed to be
we can ask him that
25.
question.
Oh, I thought he wasn't.
Setbacks, right?
No, he's
Yeah.
I think
here.
he's here.
Yeah.
Oh, he is here.
Jose,
Can
could
I
you
make
give
a
us,
comment?
Hello, hi, I'm here. Yeah, I'm listening.
could you give us just a little, we're just, it's a pre-existing non-conforming lot, and it has the 4 feet on the left side. We're just trying to understand why this doesn't qualify as a special permit, where it's a pre-existing non-conforming, and it is if the setback is 40 and they are 4 feet into, they're adding 4 more feet to the non-conformity, that does not qualify for a special permit.
Yeah, I think I did the variance requirement based on 198-8 D. just because of the little increase on the nonconformity, my interpretation was to apply the variance instead of the special permit.
Even though it's pre-existing non-conforming.
Unfortunately, that's the way, when I was doing the review, I just went with the variance or whatever I saw on the certified plot plan.
Right.
195.8.
Let's look at that.
Existing footprint. Special permits for non-conforming. In the event that
Oh, because
determines
it
it's
increases the
to
existing
be
non.
increased by the proposed construction, the Board of Appeals may special permit, such as a construction, extension, alteration, or change, where it determines modification will not be substantially more detrimental than the existing non-conforming structure. So 2 says, as long as it's not substantially more, so that would be our 20%.
But it's 20% of the original, right? So it's
Well, I think
20%.
that's Jose's thought, and it may be the case. I'm just going to read it, and I'm confused.
195.8D is, I think, what Jose was referring to.
If you look at 195E2, though, it's already a non-conforming structure.
5.
We all have the old books. I have the old books. Do you have the new book? Is that the new one?
Oh, I see.
Variance required, except as provided in subsections C and E, the reconstruction, extension, or structural change of a non-conforming structure in such a manner as to increase the existing non-conformity, which is what's happening here, or create a new non-conformity, which is not what's happening here, shall require the issuance of a variance from the Board of Appeals. So what's happening here is we're increasing the existing non-conformity, so we are held to the standard of a variance.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, in the variance, can we consider
But this is
the wetlands and flood zone to be
still within all of
part of the topography?
Soil, yeah.
Or the soil, actually, yeah, much more logically. So the house was placed where it was because of we believe, because of the wetlands and the aquifer.
Standards in the bullet.
Could I make a comment?
Oh,
I
certainly.
think this would fit more.
This is Martha.
Go ahead,
You already
Martha.
closed the hearing or not?
Yeah, we closed already.
That's correct. We can open that again. If someone would make a motion to reopen the public
I'll
hearing?
make a motion to reopen the public hearing, Brian.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, Martha, you can speak now.
Thank you. When we put the garage on, we had
Right,
the,
non-conformity, right?
we had the environmental people come and check out the pond or whatever it is behind us. And so they've already done that environmentally when the garage was put on, and the garage is a lot closer to it than the porch is.
Insufficient frontage.
So you added the garage with a special permit?
Yes. I don't know if it was called a permit or not, but we had to get the environmental people in to okay it.
Conservation.
Yeah, because they moved closer to
Conservation,
the
yeah.
conservation
Whoops.
side.
Because someone walked, there you go.
We need one of those where we can plug in, the guy sits there.
A clapper or a clapper.
Oh, the clapper would be good.
Help yourself, Charlie.
How come I can't find
Okay, I
it?
think we're all just gonna read the chapter just a little and try to get an opinion here.
Insufficient.
Sure.
frontage. The work to the structure located on the lot with insufficient frontage, which complies with all current setback, yard, building coverage, lot area, and building height requirements. special permits for non-conforming single and two-family. Board of Appeals by special permit allows such reconstructions or change where it's deemed a proposed modification will not substantially more detrimental than the existing non-conforming structure to the neighborhood, based on this table. Because under 2, it's saying follow the table, right? So I don't know.
Jose, do you have your zoning book with you by any chance?
Close.
I do not.
Well, when you get your homework, no. I was asking Jose, the building
Oh,
inspector,
no.
who is also online here.
Oh, thank you, 'cause I have no idea what that is.
Brian, normal people don't have the zoning book at home.
Never
Good,
leave home
good.
without it.
I'd rather be the masses.
That's E, 1, 2, 3, B, C, D,
E2.
2.
Yeah, but you're right, he's using
Trying to find out where
No structure shall be erected.
2 is the second, so anything A, B, C, or D does not apply to 2. But 2, 195A2. No, it's A, B, C, D, 2, F, and G. Special permits for non-conforming single and two-family residential structures, which we have, in the event that the inspector of buildings determines that the non-conforming nature of the structure would be increased by the proposed reconstruction, extension, alteration, or change, or a new conformity created, the Board of Appeals may, by special permit, allow such reconstruction, extension, alteration, or change where it determines that the proposed modification will not be substantially more detrimental than the existing non-conforming structure to the neighborhood. Do you think that would apply in this case, Jose?
I'm sorry, what section are you on?
I am at 195.8. It says 2, it's after D, and I'm not quite sure of the subsection of how that works.
Right after D.
Mine's different.
She has a 2020.
Yeah, you have the newest
What year
one.
is that you're reading?
Same as mine.
Yeah, I think
This
we all.
one's the updated, Brian.
October 2020.
This is a 2020.
Oh. Thanks.
I know, I need a new one too. I keep doing that. I have to keep reminding myself that I have the old one.
Everybody stole
Yeah, I remember.
the order 20.
I picked E.
I keep wanting to email you before the meeting and being like, can you bring me my book? But then I remember that there aren't.
Too late,
But
everybody's.
they're not.
This is just, it's just not current.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one doesn't have, this one only has.
Yeah, Jose, I'm looking at one
one.
that's just 2 years old, but this has been a change that was made in it specifically. I'll ask Colleen again
On the
for a
record.
current version of the zoning board of appeal book.
Two-family, non-conforming, single-family.
A2.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Right, but what does it say?
Less dimensional.
What does it mean? By right, they can do it.
But this is increasing the
Yeah.
non-conforming
And
nature.
he's made that determination.
And it doesn't fall into
And he
any of the
did make
things
that
under.
determination, as he should have, that's correct.
It doesn't fall under any of the exceptions in E, basically, so.
So now it's
E is
a
like the
variance.
exceptions to D,
And I
and
think we
there's-
have to decide if we grant the variance, is it detrimental? Is there a topographical or soil condition, which I think the house was placed where it was because of the conservation requirements? Is that suitable for a variance? We have to issue a variance, it's not a special permit.
Insufficient frontage.
Just for an FYI, Brian, the garage is on the other side. That's why
That's why conservation.
So they had to go to conservation for that purpose.
Because they were moving
But they did not
closer
increase
to
the
the
nonconformity
conservation.
by putting it on the other side. Okay.
They were just moving closer to the conservation, to the buffer, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
All right, so at least we know what we're doing.
And what not works.
Could I have a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
A second? Jamie?
Jamie
All in favor?
seconds. Aye.
Aye.
It's up there.
So now we are required to have a variance.
I think Steve voting on this one. Steve's voting on this one.
And you decided soil condition?
Well, if someone, I mean, I am
wetlands.
really not upset about adding 4 feet to the front of the home. I think it's an improvement, it's not a detriment to the neighborhood. And the question is, do we vote for the variance as people see fit?
But it's right next to wetlands, and it's got the,
With the hardship of
Aquifer
soil
and-
and topography is,
it's important, I mean, it's only a porch, but there's
reasonable-
nowhere to go anywhere with anything.
that'll be the vote, I guess, that will decide if that's a reasonable request for a variance. So if anyone would like to make a motion in the affirmative?
I'll make a motion to approve 419 Acton Road for Martha Pooley for a variance under 195-9, conformity to construct a front porch that does not meet the front setbacks, that being a lot with 2 fronts, and any other relief that may be deemed necessary to include letters read in, and the hardship being topography
Soil.
of soil conditions.
I'll second that.
Second on the motion? That will be myself, Charlie, Steve, Nancy, and Jamie. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It's unanimous?
Very good.
Enjoy.
Good luck with it.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Johnny
Have a good
Gilbert.
night.
Thank you for calling in.
Thank
Have a
you, I
good night.
appreciate it.
I'll make a
Bye-bye.
motion to
Okay.
close the public meeting?
I put it in capital letters on Monday,
Big
order
letter.
books.
And you know, I think this is the first time we've actually stumbled across a change. Most of this is the same.
Yeah, that's the
Motion to
only thing that's
close?
changed.
Do we have minutes, or are we gonna good to close?
We're good to close.
Motion to close. Do we have a second?
We don't need one.
All in favor? Oh, we don't need one, that's right.
You're adjourned.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.
All right, good night.